All right, free radicals, welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is the Radical Independent, trying to do videos on YouTube, trying to stay monetized. I need your help. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, consider giving donations through PayPal, davidjspuria@gmx.com. I appreciate any donations I can get at this point, as, again, revenue on this channel, it kind of cratered. I think it's at its lowest point right now. I don't think it's going to go much lower, hopefully. But in any event, we continue on. I've just decided, what the hey. I've also got a channel over on Rockfin, so I'm doing double duty. If you want more content, I just don't have enough time to actually do that much content. I have 3 channels total, and, I look at my watch and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And my kids are coming home from school, and the wife is coming home, and I'm kind of done at that point. So, in any event, I appreciate the support over here, over there, and everywhere. Tulsi Gabbard's $50 million lawsuit against Hillary Clinton is moving forward. Now, why is this important? Not because, it's a salacious story. It's important, and this is the angle that a lot of people obviously aren't reporting on, because they're more concerned with the horse race. I've been talking about this for months now, that people are more concerned with the clicks and the views and getting people to pay attention to what they're doing and saying and so forth by putting out, salacious content or content that emphasizes the tribalism. Even within the progressive community, there is tribalism, and I'm seeing it more and more. There's tribalism against Bernie Sanders from Tulsi people, and vice versa, okay? I like Tulsi better, though, than Bernie because of this headline right here. Because last time around, Bernie Sanders rolled over. He rolled over like a spouse with a headache, okay? He just said, nope, I'm not doing this. I will campaign for Hillary. I will support the machine. Maybe I'll get another shot at this if I, do all these things the right way. And already the knives are sharpening for Bernie Sanders. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. And I think I've said this on Twitter. I may have already said this in other videos. I think that the DNC will find a way to sabotage both Bernie and Tulsi. This is kind of an obvious thing that you're seeing up ahead. The way they're going to do it is they're going to consolidate. They'll just consolidate their support. Look, Michael Bloomberg, he's got all this neoliberal support. Joe Biden has got neoliberal support. Mayor Pete. Elizabeth Warren. I know I keep seeing her name during progressive chats about certain things, and I'm like, really? I'm sorry. She's a good actress, okay? Actually, she's a lousy actress. She doesn't lie very well, and I think that is why her poll numbers are also cratering. You have to also look at what she did to Bernie with the whole Bernie is a sexist, and then you've got this Joe Rogan thing. It's not going to fly with people anymore. People on the left and the right are just tired of the speech police, of the thought police, of, hey, if you don't agree with me lockstep on every woke issue, then I'm just going to throw you over a cliff. It's not going to work because most Americans operate in Realville. They have relatives that voted for Donald Trump. They have people who are sympathetic to Donald Trump in their midst. And to convince them to come over to Team Tulsi or to Team Bernie, guess what? You're going to have to find out what matters to them. And if you're sitting there and you're disgusted by even the thought of somebody saying, look, I think we should, say, keep the southern border secure, but make the entrance policy different, or we should streamline the whole immigration process. But I don't think we should ban law enforcement agencies because I think these people might be trying to keep us safe from criminals. Oh no, you can't say that. So those are the kinds of thoughts you're not allowed to have. And if we continue down that road, we're going to lose the ability to communicate freely with one another. And Gabbard's lawsuit here against Hillary, I'll tell you what, this is a first step in many steps to shut down this idea of woke culture. And the woke people just believe in their religion. And if, again, you don't follow their religion to the letter of the law, then you're going to get thrown under the bus. Free speech is the First Amendment, folks, and it's the First Amendment for a reason. If you're going to have any kind of redress to your government, if you believe that your government is corrupt, and you call it out, whistleblower, like real whistleblower, like Edward Snowden, okay, Julian Assange, who, again, this is mind-boggling that Assange isn't a topic of discussion in the mainstream. It's like they locked him up, and the only people that really talk about him are those on, I would say, not just the plain old left, but I would say the independent, progressive, free speech left. You have to, and there are some on the right that are also talking about Julian Assange. I'm sure Tucker Carlson cares about what happens to him because he's a journalist. He's journaling. That's where journalist, that's the whole word, okay? You make observations, you write it down, and then you tell people about it. So why is it that Tulsi Gabbard is a better candidate than anyone else? Is because she's literally putting her money where her mouth is, or in this case, trying to get money because she deserves it. She could finance, her whole campaign on this money. Of course, this will be in the courts probably for a very long time. This is not going to be settled right away. I imagine there may be a settlement out of court, but 50 million is such a high number, and it's a smart number, that this may have to go to court someday, but it's not going to be anytime soon. If anything, it's going to be where Hillary is very old and her followers are more sympathetic to her because she's become feeble or something. I'm talking, 5-10 years. That's how long this could go on. That's what people tell me anyway. I could be wrong about this. But the fact that Tulsi is willing to stand up against Hillary is far more, I think, inspiring to her supporters than what Bernie Sanders has done when it comes to Hillary Clinton, especially in 2016. The kid gloves, that's what we're used to with Bernie. All right, Tulsi, not so much. And this is why people think Tulsi is the best candidate and probably the best candidate in our lifetime. And I still firmly believe that. So there you have it. If you're a fan of Tulsi, you're very proud of her for doing this. And if you're a fan of democracy and free speech and speaking truth to power and breaking up the oligarchy, and you can go down the list of things that this lawsuit ends up achieving if it were to be successful. If you're a fan of those things, okay, Tulsi Gabbard has to be your candidate. Even if you're on the right and you disagree with, giving health care to people and making sure that college is affordable or at least free when it comes to public tuition, even if you disagree with those things, you got to admire Tulsi Gabbard's stubborn, will, and the fact that she's willing to take on really the biggest pawn. I don't want to call her a pawn, but I think biggest player on the scene when it comes to the establishment. And that, of course, would be Hillary Clinton. All right, people, I am done with this video. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch these videos. Put them on repeat play if you need to. And I say that half kidding. You could just play them in the background, turn the volume down or something. Put them in a playlist and just keep running the videos. It would really help my channel. And also subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and yes, there is the PayPal option, David J. Spuria at gmx.com for one-time PayPal donations. Until we meet again, I'm Dave. Talk to you soon.